Hello Newsies, it's Friday, March 20th, and the only news you need to know is that I'm starting to summarize the only news you need to know. I'm Sai, and this is your weekly Nerd Knowledge Barrage. In tech, Apple is gearing up to launch a new streaming channel. This is completely unexpected based on last week's reveal of HBO's 3-month exclusive with the company, but combined with HBO's announcement that it will not be offering customers the ability to purchase this service directly from HBO's site, brings some questions as to the evolution of the availability of the channel. The Facebook app is implementing a feature allowing users to give each other money. Internet Explorer is being retired in favor for a new browser design, and Oculus announced today that they may not launch this year. It's fine! Samsung's super slick cardboard box holding phones to your eyes is clearly a suitable stopgap for our rabid VR hunger. And chameleon skin has been duplicated by science, so expect to retire facial expressions entirely in favor of colorful displays within the next few years. Neil deGrasse Tyson is getting his own late-night television show. We'll hear the dulcet tones of mind-blowingly amazing science in our living rooms every Monday evening. Scheduled guests already include George Takei, Christopher Nolan, Richard Dawkins, Jimmy Carter, and Chris Hadfield. BBC's Sherlock confirmed that there will be a one-off Victorian-era Christmas special this year, to no one's surprise. The lack of a surprise has not affected my or the rest of the internet's squeals of glee at the prospect of mustaches and monocles. Alan Tudyk's crowdfunding campaign for his new show, Con Man, cracked the $2 million mark, and the names of Pratt's raptors in the new Jurassic Park film have been released to be Charlie, Blue, Delta, and Echo. Shh, don't give me side-eye. That's totally news. In the comics world, the new 52 Batgirl variant was pulled from production at the request of the artist. The controversial cover was a reference to the Joker's assault of Barbara Gordon in Alan Moore's The Killing Joke. Regardless of your personal take on the cover's appropriateness, DC stated that this was not the reason for the cancellation. Rather, it was the culture of violence and harassment that it was creating within the community. As for Marvel, they officially announced the return of our childhood in the ongoing series X-Men 92, a comic based on the cast of the X-Men cartoon from the 1990s. Teased this past November, the first issue will be available digitally in May and in print in June. The big news of the week revolved around Nintendo. In a press conference, they revealed their new marketing alliance with DNA, a successful company in the mobile games market, to bring Nintendo IPs to phones and tablets. Nintendo was quick to clarify that there will be no ports of existing games to the format. Rather, new games will likely be made in-house in conjunction with DNA's free-to-play monetization expertise. Mobile is necessarily an entirely different games format, and Nintendo surely recognizes that any games will have to work with this framework. As if that was enough, Nintendo also revealed the existence of their new console project. Codenamed the NX, the console has revealed no details. Seriously, that's all I have for you. All I have is a name. Actually, a little anticlimactic, really. I wish I had more for you. In other game news, Paula Deen released a mobile game that is most notable for its seriously intense ad. Battlefield Hardline was launched and then immediately DDoSed, and Elite Dangerous patched in a plate-shaped starport in memory of Terry Pratchett. Called Pratchett's Disc, the station is an homage to the prolific author's Discworld series. And lastly, the coolest thing on the internet this week is an interactive zombie infection simulator, which shows the spread of zombie outbreak across the United States. You can choose how quick a zombie walks and what the zombie kill-bite ratio is. Do they kill 100% of their victims, or just 0.8, which is the default setting? And that's everything that happened this week. Check the description for links to more information on anything I talked about today, and I'll be back next week with more newses.